Today I will show you how to do a tuck spin and then advance it to a cradle spin. So I'll show you both options. First I will demonstrate. Okay, so the easiest option for the first one is a tuck spin. My pole is currently spinning, but a lot of beginners will choose to begin this on static first and then transition to spin pole once they have the hang of it on static, because it can get very spinny. So just caution if you have spin pole. But either one would be fine for a beginner. You can even play with both options. So first, for a tuck spin, you're on your tippy toes. Your inside arm is in a neutral grip with your forearm touching the pole. You don't use that forearm too much for support. You just want it there for stability. The outside arm will come very high, and then your inside leg will come to rest on the pole in the hip crease. So this is a good introduction to using that crease of our hip for things like Jamila and Jasmine and moves like that. So this is a good prerequisite to those slightly more challenging moves, and this is a great one to master as a brand new beginner. So bring that leg on the inside. I'll show you from the side. You're like so. The outside arm is coming high, and then you lean over and tuck, put the pole in your belly. And just like that. As you spin around the pole, the energy will keep you close to the center of the pole and help you stick to the pole. Just remember that it's great to use a little bit of belly skin for this one, just to help you out a little bit. Your other supporting points, like I said, are your forearm, your top arm, and your hip crease. So I'll show you again. Take a step with the inside leg. Outside leg comes on, and tuck like a little ball. To come out, bring the inside leg down and take a step. Great. So every time I do this, it seems like I do it a little differently. Sometimes I step with the inside leg and go right on. Sometimes I take a step with the outside leg and then hook my inside leg to tuck into it. The main thing is just crunch up tight like a ball and squeeze into that pole. I'll show you from the other side. And I'm leaning all the way over. So my head is, my ear is trying to reach this way, parallel to the floor. And that's a good reminder to lean your head over, because it will help your entire body move into the pole. And then you can get a little more belly grip on the pole. The most secure form of this is where you feel the pole right in the middle of your belly. So if you have the hang of that, for the tuck spin, you can move into the cradle. The only difference of the cradle is the arm positioning. So the cradle, same thing, your outside arm is high, and then instead of having that forearm like so, your arm is just pointer finger down. So pointer finger down, and you start to have those triangular push and pull arms. Pull from the top, push from the bottom. But for this one, you're leaning still into the pole, so it's a little less of that push and pull support from the arms, because you have two additional contact points. You have the contact point of that hip crease and your belly still, so you'll have 4 contact points. So the push and the pull arms don't have to do as much work as they have to do in many other more advanced moves. So first I will demonstrate. So outside arm high, inside arm, pointer finger down, take a step with the inside leg, swoop your outside leg around your imaginary circle that is around the pole, and then tuck your entire body into the pole. So step, kick, grab with your tummy. To come out, take a step down and follow your momentum. Let's see, there was one other thing I thought of. Oh, yes. So right as you enter this move, you briefly do your very strong push and pull of your arms, and then your body comes into contact with the pole. So for a brief second there, your arms do a little more of the work as your body comes into contact with the pole. I'll show you from the other side. And you can see how for that one, I did kick my inside leg up a little bit to quick get on the pole, and that's okay. So this inside leg that's closest to the pole, I gave it a little kick up to get into that hip crease pretty quickly. And that's another good way to make contact with the pole and get that additional support a little faster. So tuck and squeeze, 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 ball up into the pole to get the contact with the belly. And you'll see that my arms are not fully extended. I have a little bend in my elbows to be able to control where I want my body position. So that's good to remember as well. So again, I'll show you. Kick up. And some people like to ball their head up, come into a very tight little round ball. So I hope that helps you with your tuck spin and your cradle.